Representative Stell Parker-Selby still hasn't made an appearance at the state legislature. And now people are wondering if we're going to see her at all before session ends on June 30th. Coast TV reporter Zakia Jennings spoke with Republicans who are speaking out even further on the issue.
Day 28 of the legislative session and Democratic Representative Stell Parker-Selby's chair is still empty. There are just 14 more days this session, and no one seems to know if she's going to make an appearance. Representative Tim Dukes, a Republican, continues to call for representation in the 20th District.
I know that they've tried to cover some of the calls and some of the responses when people have reached out from the 20th. I do know there's a lot of things that are slipping through that aren't being taken care of.
Coast TV tried to get a response from Parker-Selby's fellow Democrats, but received no answers to texts or calls. As for her constituents, some have asked about a special election to replace the representative, but because she was sworn in, though it was a private home ceremony, technically there is no vacancy.
The Speaker of the House has to call for this special election, but the Speaker can only call for a special election if there's a vacancy in the office.
Coast TV asked Representative Dukes if constituent calls, letters, or demands could force a special election, but the answer is firm and simple.
No. According to our Constitution and our state law, there's nothing that anybody can do except for the legislator in that particular seat.
Sussex County Republican Chair Daniel Willis is one of the two people from the Republican Party that sent out a letter in March questioning when the representative would return to office. But there are no plans for a second letter at this time. Instead, Willis says moving forward, the focus is on the voters.
Whether that be through internal communications with legislators, whether that be inter-party communications with the equivalent of the Sussex County Democrat chair, these types of conversations need to be at the forefront.
As the days count down, the same questions continue to be asked, and the constituents of District 20 continue to have no representation at the legislature in Dover, as key votes are held and bills are passed. In Dover, Zakia Jennings, Coast TV News.
This isn't the first time a Delaware representative has missed out on sessions due to health issues. Republican Jack Peterman served the Milford area for about 6 years, starting in 2020 or in 2010. He died in 2016. Peterman dealt with multiple health issues. House Republicans say in his final year, Peterman missed 59 of 90 days of the legislative session. However, Republican Tim Dukes says that was handled very differently than the Representative Parker-Selby's absence is being handled now.
We as a caucus encouraged him not to run again. And also the Republican Party also stepped up and said that we don't feel it's in the best interest of that district that he would run again, which he agreed to do that. And so he did not run the next legislative term.
At this point, Democrats continue to look forward to welcoming Representative Stell Parker-Selby back, but there's no timeline for her return.